What are we saying, Dom? What's the haps?
What's the getting? If you can't already tell, this is Yams. We are at Tracksworks. Tracks? Right, redo that. So, if you can't already tell by this absolute beast, we are at Trackworks with Super Yam. I'm so gassed right now. It's been a long time coming. The car has been at SW Motorsport for 3 months.
I don't know, it's been that long.
3 months, give or take. The guys there have worked their asses off to get the car where it is. But now is where the real fun begins. So we'll head inside and show the update.
Sorry for the lack of progress, but we can only do so much. Hopefully we'll be back on it. We've got a lot of updates to show you today, and we're going to run you through it, what we've been discussing. Plans are still going on as we're building it, because obviously things change, but yeah, let's run you through. Whoa! Oh, sick.
And then it's got the giant forward box.
Hold that thought.
It's George.
Don't show the car.
Giant forward box, giant corbo box.
Yam might be like,
The guy.
if there's anyone, you know, you always meet like through this industry, like new people, whatever. Yam might be one of
the boys.
one of the best people I think I've met, like in terms of knowledge and just.
Yeah, but what's more important is the sellotape.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's delivery.
This is delivery. Identity Wraps just fitted this.
What's this? The new PPF?
Yes, the new Identity Wraps PPF.
Oh, Andy will leave. Yeah, Andy will leave.
Andy, you can do that.
Andy, unlucky.
Andy, you can do that, mate.
You invoice me for that. Oh, I'll pass it straight on to Jordan.
So we've got some boxes from Forge.
This has got some proper Gucci bits in. What was you expecting off racing lines? Some shit shooting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, update. The long-awaited update. Should we do? We'll give an update on the car first, yeah.
Yeah.
Here she is. SW have done a full TCR cage, as you can see, full welding. They have also done column that we bought through one of Yam's friends that will go on, so that's just a temporary one, that will be the one that goes in. They have also done a super sick job at making the pedal box that we got from OBP like an adjustable movable mount, so like if someone that's 5 foot can get in the car,
Yeah, so instead of having
we
it,
can adjust it.
we'll have these stacked.
The seats will be fitted.
Yeah, so
Because
the
obviously
seats will
we
stay
have the
still,
seats on railings and stuff, it just becomes a bit unstable.
but the pedals you can move.
Yes, if I jump in,
Like
it'll be a lot harder to get in when the seats are in, obviously.
like endurance races, where they've got like when you got multiple drivers, they'll move the pedals back and forth.
Yes. They have also done, which is I think our biggest, I'm most excited for, that we decided to do kind of last minute, but I'm so glad we did. Air jacks. So SW have got the air jack mounts in, or sleeves, and then one here. So there's 2 at the front, and then 1 here. And obviously then the tube will sit in. Super Yam will run the airlines, and the plan is to, I don't excite anyone too much, but the airline will basically be what obviously was the fuel tank. Will be no longer, because these brackets, as you can see in here, will be where the internal fuel cell sits. And then we'll have filler, and Yam said the other one will be like an extract for the fumes out. But the air jack nozzle will be here with like the emergency release, so to let it down and up. So that's the last thing they've done. Like I said, we mentioned the column. The cage is next level, but also, as well as smoothing a lot of the bracketry and stuff like that, that just makes it look 10 times better. When this is all painted, their prep work that they've done will pay off massively for us. So shout out Corin especially, but the boys at SW smashed it.
What colour should we do the cage?
Yeah, that's a secret because we've already decided.
No, we won't tell them now. We won't tell them now.
No, we won't
what
tell
colour shall we do the cage? What
it's-
colour are we going to do the cage?
Yeah, have a guess.
Have a guess. Wild guess.
Because if we do anything, as everyone knows, we do things wild. So have a guess.
Have a guess.
But also here, the last thing from SW, the mount for this spoiler. So we could just have had, we could have just had a big spoiler, obviously, but mounted onto the tailgate.
Oettinger, do you know the ones I'm on about?
Oettinger.
Yeah.
Oettinger. I'm not German. But what will happen now is we will have a bit like the BYC, Big Go Wings, like we'll have a massive chassis mounted wing, like a full TCR car, but the bracketry that they've done here will basically hold it in, so it will be the actual spoiler, instead of going on here like a pussy, we're going to go through the rear windscreen, which will be polycarb, which is another thing we'll get into. All the windows will be polycarb. These are the rear quarters that Jan will need now just to basically eye up with the kit that's going on, which we'll talk about in a sec. And at our unit at home, we have the fronts with the GT mini little square sliding windows with a polycarb rear windscreen as well. But like I say, the spoiler will literally go through the screen and mount into the floor and on the ceiling, which is absolutely dickhead wild.
Nice. Do you know what we could have done? We could have just got, do you know the every gold pepper that has the W? Yeah. We should have just done that.
But the only other thing is to give you an update on the kit will be here, or will be with Jan tomorrow.
Shout out Harry.
He's part of the Gravity team.
Gravity.
But the kit, we won't reveal too much of the kit because I think that's going to be our biggest surprise. It's, you know, to give people a clue, it's not just going to be a tiny over fender, and that's all I'm going to give you. So stay tuned for that because it's going to be wild. The legends at Corbeau have created an absolute masterpiece for Christmas.
Oh wow.
So this is what will be going in the race car.
What's
Double branding, looks double cool. Wraparounds just look sick, and the best bit, full carbon backs, which is what we love. So they will be the seats going in the car, which we're super excited for. Okay, right, we'll start with this box. We're just going to do we've basically racked up, as you can see, loads of parts. Apologies to Yam, I've just been sending whatever we've got working with the legends like Forge, Racing Line, EBC, Corbeau. We just got them sent straight here so we can give an update. But we'll just quickly open these up just so we can see what goodies we've got. The lovely ladies and gents at EBC, when we were looking for brakes, obviously floating discs and stuff were like a must for us. So we have got their big brake kit.
High performance TP.
So they're floating discs, which just help record and stuff on the brakes. Right, second box then, I'm assuming. I can't actually remember what colour, I'm pretty sure we went.
Oh, there's some big boys.
So, in black, nice and discreet. The discs are actually black as well, but I think the more we use them, they turn.
That's much bigger than your head.
That is, it's a hell of a big brake. Thank you EBC, because we're going to need these.
What's in this one?
This is a special one because Racing Line, Matt basically told me to make a dream list and see what he could do. And judging by this box, I think he's come through.
Christmas.
Yes. So, there is a lot of stuff. I'll be honest with you, I can't even remember, but like there's so much billet stuff, like it's ridiculous, like the quality. And if anyone's ever run Racing Line parts before or know of them, you know that they don't mess about. Like they make serious stuff.
Subframe mounts. Catch tank kit.
Yeah, so this will be cool.
They don't mess around with their packaging, do they?
They don't. So all our oil management kit. Like I say, I literally, I just made a dream list of what we could get, and
Transmission mount.
these are all mounts. Like the quality of that. Big thank you to Racing Line because they have come through massively. A lot of the stuff that, as well, that a lot of this stuff will never be seen. For them just to sort of get on board and send us out everything without even like asking any questions and stuff like that is this is the big one. This is super cool. So if I put this, yeah.
Is this like the main present at Christmas?
I think so. Yes.
There's always one main present in there.
When I
Is
actually
it a PlayStation?
when I ticked this, so obviously Matt told me to make my dream list, and this was like the last thing. And there was a point where I was like, oh, am I going a bit too far? Am I asking a bit much? He didn't ask any questions, like I say, and this is all our oil cooler system. As you can see, like they make everything in-house, quality's next level. It just, things like this are the difference between like because we're going so full bore with this whole car, and you know, we've got Yam helping us out, we've had SW help us out with all the other brands, EBC, Forge. To go to the limits that we want would be so hard, but working with people like this, we can. The plan. Well, that's Yam's job, but
Anyone else has got a billet dipstick?
yeah, it's just
That's a good dipstick.
at this point it's a flex. This one.
That's a good dipstick.
But the good thing is as well, we're maintaining our.
Expect the Patron.
At the end of the day, we're building a race car, but as Yam knows, when we were talking about the whole process and what we wanted to build, and the guys at SW kind of made everything as show worthy as possible. So when we unveil it at Gravity, it will be perfect. Instead of, you know, because at the end of the day, race cars take a battering. They can look rough sometimes. So whether it stays like that for long, after a few track days, I don't know. But certainly for Gravity, it will be in peak condition.
Yeah,
It's because the rubber's gone, isn't it? And it fucking creates
old dipstick.
on guard.
That is a great dipstick.
Chassis bracket supports, I think front and back, and then a couple of little bits. Dog bone and subframe mounts. Washer fluid, billet flex.
I'll get it out.
And we've also got a billet header tank. A couple of people at Racing Line. Look at that, look. Things like that, little touches like that is just going to make it look.
Last but not least.
Last but not least, Forge Motorsport. Forge have been supporting us for God knows
How long?
time.
4 years? 5 years?
So they're OGs.
Many years.
And me and George actually had a chat with back at Forge, just to go through what we wanted, what we were planning to build it. I mean, granted, things have changed quite drastically. We're sort of building a track car and it turned into a full-blown race car. So, but nevertheless, they have also showed massive support, sending us out. Oh, look, that's us. Super ridiculous quality. They didn't just stop there, Forge. They've sent turbo blankets. What else have we got? There's so much stuff here. It's ridiculous.
Engineered for performance. That is nice packaging.
Yeah, I
All
feel like you're
silicone.
going to open up like a bag of Doritos or something.
Yeah. Okay, the last package. I'm sure there'll be many more as we sort of carry on with the build, but yes, I know exactly what this is. So, Forge have sent out their race intercooler.
Forge, we need another one.
They sent all this stuff out just to be just to be a part of it, and but that is pretty wild. Obviously all their hoses and stuff. Unpacking of all the parts done, update on the Golf done. It's now time for, like I said earlier, the kit will arrive to Yam tomorrow night. Yam then has a huge job making everything work. Yam's basically going to be the glue that makes, you know, because we're, as everyone knows, we try to be a bit more, but we're not very mechanically minded. Nowhere near on the level of, yeah, exactly, that's the plan. That's the plan. So, like I say, like Yam says, sorry, we'll learn a lot. I think we can all say we're super excited. It all is coming real now. When it was at SW for a couple of months, you lose track of time. As everyone knows, we're busy with organising Gravity and other builds. So you kind of lose track, and then all of a sudden it's come back. Seeing it like this just excites us even more. So Yam's gonna get to work fitting all these parts, fitting the kit, and we will give you an update when basically a lot of the stuff is in, I would have thought, because we've got a lot of to-ing and fro-ing now. We've got a couple of places that we need to go to collect parts. We'll announce them probably in the next video as well. But hopefully when you see the car next, it will be a lot different. So we'll see you soon.